What up YouTube, this your boy Down Low back with another industry talk. And first off, you know we gotta talk about Luda and these disses. When I first heard the 1.21 gigawatts mixtape, I really didn't catch the disses that he was throwing towards everyone because he wasn't saying nobody's names in particular. And when you don't come right out and diss a nigga, then I'm just gonna have to catch it on the back end when other people start talking about it. Now that I've read the articles and started paying more attention to the songs, shots have been thrown in the direction of Big Sean, Drake, Sean J of Field Mob, and Bobby Valentino. And Big Sean already got a diss track that I've already heard a little piece of, in which that's just not even fair because Luda's just on a whole nother level. I haven't heard anything from Drake about the whole scenario, but it wouldn't surprise me if Drake don't even give a damn about it. Sean J actually had an interview and he went into depth and explained a lot of the lyrics about the ringtones and all of that, how it all meant to him. But Sean J said some stuff that I knew about as well about Luda. But the way that his label is set up is the exact same way that Diddy's label is set up. Anybody that signs to Diddy or signs to Luda, you are an extension of Luda. This is why I tell people whenever you try to sign a deal with anybody, do your homework on it. Dr. Dre won't put you out. Diddy and Luda will use you for all you're worth. Jay-Z needs you to show what you can do before you can get any promotion off of him. And one thing that Sean J did say that I was in complete agreement with him is how could you diss an R&B singer in Bobby Valentino? Like really, if you're gonna do like a rap beef song, you got to target somebody who can at least respond to you. So really, I mean, Luda opened up a whole can of worms, man, and it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out, but let's keep it all the way real. Unless you're going to get the type of promotion that Ludacris demands, it's going to be a one-sided argument. The only person that really stands a chance in a beef battle with Luda is Drake. And speaking of Drake, after just one day, the projections for his 1 week album sales came out. And they're saying that he's going to get to 675 to 775,000. Now keep in mind, these same people who do these projections also projected Lil Wayne to be well under 900,000. This shit makes no sense, man, because it is not accurate until you get at least 4 days in to see how shit is going. But because Drake is so damn big, they gonna instantly take, okay, he sold this many sales, so this times 7 is going to be what he's going to sell. When that is not how it happens. Sales fluctuate all through the week, but then after the first week, all sales drop. Until Grammy time comes around and it's somebody who wins a Grammy, his album sales jump up. And sales will also spike during Christmas because people buy albums as presents. So, I mean, truth be told, never pay attention to the projections. Only pay attention to the actual numbers by the end of the week. But the fact that his album is doing this well, damn near guaranteed #1. But speaking of #1 on the Billboard, Wale, it got confirmed, he was #1 on the Billboard chart. And there was an interview with Rick Ross and Meek Mill. And they talked about how Wale's grind and work ethic pushed them to grind as hard as he do. And I'm like, you fucking right. Wale puts in way more work than he really should. And that's why he's going to last. And that's honestly why I didn't think he needed to sign to Maybach. But also in this interview, Rick Ross is talking about how his album got pushed back because he couldn't do the groundwork for his album. Basically what he means by groundwork is a promotional tour in which you just jumping from radio station to radio station, plugging in your album and your new singles and doing show after show. You would really have to be a fool in order to drop an album without doing the type of promotion that you need to do to get it to #1. And on a side note, I like Meek Mill, but my Carlito senses was going off. I'm like, seeing how he was talking about Wale and his responses on how Wale has propelled the label up, and how he was constantly trying to include himself in the whole conversation, I see a little bit of jealousy there. And I'm hoping I'm wrong. But that's something to watch for, because that type of shit, it never ends well for all parties involved. And finally, Busta Rhymes. He signed a deal with Young Money, which is really interesting. Like, why would you sign the deal with Young Money instead of going straight on with Cash Money? And also, I mean, Busta Rhymes have always been that type of dude that always needed a record deal, but in this time and age, he should be able to get his independent hustle on. I mean, his name should at least be worth 200,000 fans. And to be honest with you, it was a bigger thing for him to sign with Dr. Dre than it actually is for him to sign with Young Money. And then they're talking in the interview about it, how this is going to shake up the foundation of the game. Like, this could be the biggest thing in the whole game or in entertainment period. Talk about over-exaggeration. And I like Busta, but this ain't that huge of news here. Like, what makes Young Money, Cash Money as hot as they are is the great young talent that they get over promotion to. Busta doesn't quite fit into that mold. But yeah, this was another industry talk.